What's going on, guys? What's going on? Just want to do a quick reaction video to something that I think that a lot of people need to hear. Umar and his young man talk about something that's very, very critical in the community. In this clip, they talk about, colorism. They talk about having babies, women having babies at an older age, and that it's different for a man than a woman to have a baby at an older age. And sometimes women play around in their younger days, and when they get older, then they want to kind of get serious, and that's not the best approach because it doesn't always work. I just want to get your opinion on what you guys think, guys. I mean, me being a 37, just turned 38-year-old man who's been building my empire as far as with investment properties to trying to, I'm going to get rid of this 9 to 5. So when I have my family, that, that my wife, if she wants, she doesn't have to work. And my kids, I could be home with my kids. I don't have to ask my boss. I remember Damon Dash talked about that. I don't have to ask my boss, if I want to take off to see my kids play basketball or go to their school if they're acting up. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, me being 37, just turned 38, no kids, and that's by choice because I want to make sure that I have my financial stability right. Let's get into it, guys.
What about for us in the black community, black men and women, both, right? Who maybe grew up in a more of a white environment, white schools, whatever, who feel like their own race really doesn't find them attractive. Because I've heard black girls say this too, especially like the emo girls are into rock and roll, stuff like that. So what do you say to them when they're like, look, black dudes really don't look at me like that, or I ain't got no booty, I don't look like an IG model. So they don't.
Real quick, yeah, I wanna speak about this on what this young man just said, that that black men really don't. For some females, they feel like black men don't look at them because they may not have the body that the media throws out there that's attractive. I just want to say something. It's a flip side to that. Sometimes, in the black community, you deal with a lot of colorism. Me being a dark skinned man, I'm not, I'm not arrogant, but to me, I'm a very, very attractive dark skinned man. But I remember a man, I think he was in London, and he called in and he was crying. And he loved black women, but he was like dark skin, like a blue black dark skin. And he said that, all the black women that he tried to holler at, that he wanted to be with, never, ever, ever gave him the time of day. And the reason being because he was dark skinned, but all the white women loved him, and that's crazy. And I can attest that it's true. For some, and you can't generalize this, but for some reason, it is a case where the point where when you have a dark-skinned man or a dark-skinned woman, it's like the white man or the white girl sees value in that dark-skinned, maybe blue-black man or woman. Why is that, guys? Let me know. So I just wanted to tell something that this man said, but on the flip side, let's continue.
Really look at me. What would you say to them?
I would say keep looking until you find one. Because one thing we know, one thing for sure, two things for certain, part of our destiny on this planet for most of us is to get married. In African culture, you're not even a man until you're married. You're not even a woman until you're married. Part of you fulfilling your God-given obligations to your particular gender is to get married to the opposite gender. You understand? So if you can't find what you're looking for in one city, go to another. If you can't find what you're looking for in one state, go to another. If you can't find what you're looking for in one country, go to another. If you can't find what you're looking for in North America, go to the Caribbean, go to Africa, go to the Africans living in Europe or Asia or Australia or the South Pacific. We're the largest racial family in the world. 2 billion. It's more of us than the Chinese. It's more of us than the East Indians. We're 2 billion. Self-hating, disorganized. Many of us disidentify from race because of low self-esteem. But it's 2 billion of us. So if I can't find the woman I want in Philly or Pennsylvania or the East Coast or America, there's too many black women are the most numerous human population on the earth. Let's be clear. Black women are the most numerous human population on the earth. So there's no such thing of a black man who says I can't find what I want, nor should there be any such thing as a black woman who says she can't find what she wants. We are all over the planet. You can't go anywhere without seeing us. It's an excuse. You marry white because you wish you were white yourself.
Ooh, wow. And the crazy thing is, even when I watch, like, because dating shows are so popular now, and it's so many women that are single. And you be like, damn, where the dudes at? Damn, where the black men at? I didn't realize it was such a shortage out here. So it's
very, very much of a shortage. But let me clarify, though, what you said. Sisters have to also be about the mindset of settling down before it's too late. When we see single women, we often say, okay, the brothers ain't stepping up. That is true more often than not. But there is a population of black women, well-educated, well economically maintained, gorgeous, attractive, beautiful, who I think get stung with the narcissistic bug at times, where they feel that they're too good to settle down right now. I'm loving all this energy I'm getting from all these different men. I'm intoxicated with the attention I get from men. And what happens is they waste their 20s enjoying all this different masculine energy they get. They waste their 30s dating and exploring all this different masculine energy they get. They get to their mid to late 40s and then the bell goes off and says, whoa, I'm just about out of childbearing age. I haven't settled down or even thought about it. Not that it's too late, because black don't crack. You be 50 looking like you 35, but many brothers who are looking for something serious, when you find a drop-dead gorgeous woman late in her life, and that's not late in her life, I'm going to say in the midlife, and she ain't been married, she ain't never lived with a man, you've been single since college, many brothers are going to look at her with a side eye, because normally what that suggests is you've been out here hoeing around for 2 decades, and you're recognizing the time clock is against you, and now you want to get serious and settle down quickly, and then when a brother doesn't wife you up immediately, you accuse black men of not being serious. It's not black men who are always not serious. It can also sometimes be our women who wait too late to start getting serious and expect us to snatch them up and wife them on the spot after you gave your best years away to men who did not deserve you.
Now, let me ask you this. Would you also look at men who have been single throughout the 20s and 40s the same way?
It goes both ways. But the difference, Brother Storm, and this is not fair to our women, I'll admit that, ladies, it's not fair, but it is the way that it is. This is socially imposed, and to some degree, it's divinely imposed. We can father children forever. And the older a man gets, the more power and status that can accrue to him. So a 60-year-old man can still be attractive to a 30-year-old woman, but a 60-year-old woman is not likely to be attractive to a 30-year-old man. So we have way more time than women do to create families, to have children, and to find a suitable mate. Women, it's not as such. You understand? Once they get beyond a certain age, they're considered to be less desirable. You understand? Especially in a society like America that values youth so much to the exclusion of elderhood, which is a total contradiction from African culture, because we value every stage of life, but elders are treated almost like gods in our culture, because elders are the repository of wisdom and experience, and they're also knocking on the door of rejoining the other ancestors in heaven. So we put our elders on a pedestal, whereas in America, once you get old, they throw you in a home somewhere and leave you there until you die and have a funeral. So the way American society treats elderhood and the way African people treat elderhood are like night and day. It bothers me that women will turn 50 and start calling themselves old and undesirable. Or men will say, I'm almost at the end. I'm like, wow, brother, in Africa, you are a youth. In Africa, 60 is young. We regularly have elders in Africa who live beyond 100 years old. Not everybody lives to be 100, but when you visit Africa, brother, you're going to meet people who grandmom is 110, still walking, cleaning, dancing, and everything.
Oh no, I'm going to Uganda next year. I can't. I got a feeling. I'm not going to want to come back. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna stay
you ain't
here.
going to want to come back. I can tell you that right now. Not only are you not going to want to come back, if you do come back, you might end up not.
What about?
Now, guys, let me know what you guys think. This was a very, very critical and a very important conversation that they just had. I just gave you guys a quick snippet. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Like, subscribe, hit that like button. Thanks you for the love. Have a good Thanksgiving, and I'm out.